Hey, T Dog, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good. Just a little nervous about what the Patriots are going to do. Welcome to the D. True. They're going to have Eminem out there. Rap battle? Well, this is going to get weird. A few other surprises. What's Eminem got cooking? Oh, he's got the team. Okay, that makes sense. Probably everybody that was in that commercial. Or that little hype video thing. Oh, maybe not. Amon Ra coming out. Hutch coming out. Oh, Megatron's coming out too. Okay. Gotta love Mega. And you gotta have Barry out. Of course you gotta have Barry. Oh, and Jared Goff. I didn't see Jared Goff the first time. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Detroit's getting a little too crazy out here. Good job, Barry. Barry's the professional. Oh. Here we go. Bears on the clock. Who they taking? They taking Caleb? What if they just pull a fast one over everybody and they take like Marvin Harrison or something? uh. Do we really know that Caleb Williams is going to be that good, though? That's the big question. I don't know about that. Carries the ball like a loaf of bread. Looks like they already got the pick in. All right, pick is in. And this is why I have it up here. I don't have the pick showing because they would have already spoiled it. So we don't know who it's going to be. Obviously, we know it's going to be Caleb Williams, but I don't know how I feel about the green room that they have now. I like when they're all out in the tables. Oh god, that'd be hilarious if he didn't get picked by the Bears. They're all happy about it. The Bears are. Bears management. Is that the Flus? Eberflus? I see Eberflus. Is he still coaching there? I thought he was fired, to be honest. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1 pick in the draft. Yeah, it had to be. It had to be Caleb. It would have been nice to see them shake it up and not pick Caleb Williams, because I think that would have been hilarious. But it's Caleb. How good is he going to be? Nobody knows, because the Bears team sucks. But they are getting better. They're getting better. They definitely are better than where they were when they had Fields. They put a lot of talent around him, that's for sure. So we'll see how he does. I guess it's really up to him now at this point. All right, the Caleb Williams Bears rebuild is going to be on the way. That is for sure. Bears got their guy. Everybody wants to be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. Oh, he said learn the playbook. He's not going to be Jamarcus Russell then. To be fair, they were in the Super Bowl within the 2000s. I know he said decades, but they played in the Super Bowl in the 2000s. Oh, please, God, let the Washington Commanders take J.J. McCarthy, please. Jaden Daniels is Lamar Jackson 2.0. I don't know about that. Lamar Jackson's a lot more polished as a passer, I'd say, but who knows? Commander's taking a lot of time to pick this quarterback here. Take J.J. McCarthy, please. Take J.J. McCarthy. Oh, pick is in. Pick is in for the Commanders. Who's it going to be? They're happy about it, whoever they took. There's a lot of rumors that Jaden Daniels is going to pull an Eli Manning and not play for the Commanders. Here we go. Pick number 2. Is it Jaden Daniels? Is it J.J. McCarthy? Drake May? Yeah. It's Jaden Daniels. So now we're up to Patriots. We are up to the Patriots. It's got to be Drake May then. There's no way they take J.J. McCarthy, so Drake May's going number 3. Do I feel okay with Drake May as my quarterback? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when actual games play. Jaden Daniels, Washington Commander rebuild's coming then. It helps when you have a great receiver like Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. But that's what CJ had with Marvin, so. All right, pick is in for the Patriots. It's got to be Drake May. It's got to be Drake May. If it's JJ McCarthy, I might end the stream. Man, I really wish RG3 would have worked out. It can't be Drake, or it can't be JJ. Do not tell me it's JJ. That's good. I want to hear that. I want them to take a quarterback. They need to take a quarterback. Oh, Drake May. I hope it's you. Only because there's no other better options. All right, here we go. Pick number 3. Please say Drake May. Do not say JJ McCarthy. Okay. Drake May's here. Drake May is here. New quarterback. Jaden Daniels over Drake May. Hey man, Commanders thought they got what their guy. I mean, I hope we got our guy. That's all I care about. I hope Drake May's the future. I think Jaden Daniels will be fine. As long as he's got a good offensive line and he can make good decisions. Oh, Drake, I hope you got a lot in you because there's not a whole lot in New England for you to work with, so. Drake May's cooked. I hope not. I hope he's not cooked. I hope he's the next great quarterback. Hey, T-Dog, welcome back. Oh, now I'm worried that the Patriots is like the offense is not going to be good enough for Drake May. Caleb Wendy's is a bust. Jaden Daniels the next Joe Montana. Okay, those are some pretty hot takes there, T-Dog. All right. Cap. Pats Nation, baby. He's a full package. Hello. I like my quarterback to be a full package, that's for sure. Oh, Mac Jones. My glorious accuracy. King J.J. McCarthy should have been number one. J.J. McCarthy is not good enough to be number one overall. I don't even think J.J. McCarthy is good enough to be a first round pick, but hey, that's just me. Oh, I hope it's the next era of Patriots football. This is where we get crazy now. The 3 picks were pretty much guaranteed, but this is where we get crazy. 4 down is some crazy stuff. Marv could go here. I would love for Marvin Harrison to go here. 4th round pick QB or 2nd round QB. I'd probably say a 4th round pick quarterback, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. I've seen a lot of Michigan football since they're in my arch rival being a Ohio State fan, so I've seen a lot of Michigan football, and I don't think JJ's that good. How much better DeAndre Swift would have been the handoff king. Maserati Marv. I really want Marv to be the next pick here. He's got Kyler who can move around, extend the play, find him down the field. Marv can do some good things in Arizona. In my opinion, Marv should have been Kyler, my stubby goat. Marv should have been number 1 in my opinion, but obviously the Bears weren't going to take him. Brian Thomas Jr. on Buffalo. Interesting. I think that would work. I mean, they obviously need a quarterback. Or they need a wide receiver. I mean, I was thinking about Drake May. They obviously need a quarterback and wide receiver in Buffalo because they got rid of Stephon Diggs. Who they got, and they don't have Gabe Davis anymore either, do they? So they need Brian Thomas Jr. I feel like would fit pretty well in there. I think he's underrated. I think he's pretty good. I want this to be Marv. I want this to be Marv. All right, here we go. Pick is in. Commission's coming out. Please say Marvin Harrison Jr. Maserati. We should get Gus Johnson to say his name. Here we go. Yes. Marv goes top. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Good job, Marv. Good job, Marv. I was gonna go crazy if Washington. You know, that would have been pretty awesome if Marv would have went 2 to Washington. But obviously, it's the same deal with the I wanted the Patriots to take Marvin Harrison, but they don't have a quarterback to throw him the football. So it's a waste to take Marvin Harrison if you don't have a quarterback to throw him the football. So I would have loved the Patriots. I love Marvin Harrison. I love the Patriots. I would have loved to have them together, but there's just no quarterback for to throw the football. It would have been a waste. I love Marv though. He's so good. He's so good. I don't know if I've seen in my lifetime, other than Randy Moss, I don't know if I've ever seen a receiver as freaky as Marvin. He's so good. His body control is amazing. His footwork's amazing. His hands are obviously amazing. Like, Marvin, eat the whole package. He's everything. And he was working with Terrell Owens and OBJ. Interesting. You're biased, but MHJ is going to be top 5 in the NFL. I hope so. I hope he's top 5 in the league this year. Terrell Owens and OBJ, I'd say Terrell Owens and OBJ are that next tier. Randy Moss is a tier of his own, in my opinion. Randy Moss is just there's nobody that's ever going to be Randy Moss ever again. So I'd say he's like the tier of his own. But Terrell Owens and OBJ are very good secondary comparisons to that. But that's back-to-back years, right? Back-to-back years with Buckeye players going to Arizona because they got Paris Johnson Jr. last year, right? Arizona becoming a Buckeye factory. You'd rather have Terrell Owens or Ocho Cinco than Randy Moss? Okay. God, I wish we had a better quarterback than Kyle McCord. The Saints will always be the Buckeye NFL team, that's for sure. You're right on that. They will always be the highest NFL team. Why couldn't Kyle McCord be better? I know Kyle McCord transferred to Syracuse. I was looking at the highlights from the year he was there, and he was throwing to Marvin Harrison. We could have done some crazy stuff that year if he was better. We could have done some crazy stuff. What if Michael Penix went 3rd overall? I don't think Michael Penix is ready to be 3rd overall. I think Michael Penix is going to be good. I feel like Michael Penix is going to be one of those guys that needs a perfect situation to be good in. I feel like he's got to have a really good offensive line, and he's got to have like a stud receiver. Because Penix, he's good. He's got a big arm, but he's not like the most accurate guy in the world. He needs to have a perfect system. I feel like Seattle would be a good spot for Penix. I feel like if he went to Seattle, I mean, they've got Smith and Jigba. They've got DK, obviously. They got a decent offensive line, decent run game with Kenneth Walker. I feel like Seattle would be a good spot for him if they don't want to go for Geno all the time. But we'll see what the Chargers do. I feel like the Chargers they're probably going to take an offensive lineman, right? They're not going to take a quarterback. It's not going to be JJ because they got Herbert. I know that Harbaugh's there now, but they wouldn't waste a top 5 pick on a backup quarterback, especially a backup quarterback that would be JJ McCarthy. So this has got to be an offensive lineman, I would expect, or maybe a defensive lineman. It's not going to be a quarterback. That's obvious. I feel like Chargers trade Herbert, then Chargers trade Herbert, McCarthy. They could probably get a decent haul for McCarthy or for Herbert, if we're being honest. But I can't see that happening. If they did that, I would film a video of me running around my area completely naked. If they traded Herbert. JJ's better than Herbert already? I don't think that. I don't think JJ's better than Herbert already. I mean, Herbert's not the most polished guy in the world, but he's better than McCarthy. That's pretty obvious. But we'll see what Harbaugh wants to do. His first draft pick back. JJ McDonald's. All the mock drafts and all the people that I respect in the recruit or the scouting game, they all are saying it's going to be that Alabama offensive tackle Latham, J.C. Latham. So we'll see if that's true. It's gonna be Malik Neighbors. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Herbert needs a weapon. They got rid of Keenan Allen. They don't have Mike Williams anymore. Herbert's got nobody to throw to, so I wouldn't put it past them to get Malik Neighbors. I would have said Marvin Harrison if Cardinals didn't take him. So I wouldn't put it past them to take Malik. I know he's got a little bit of off the field stuff, but who knows how true that is and all that kind of stuff. If you look at the pure on the field talent, Malik Neighbors is one of the best. He's probably the best wide receiver outside of Marvin. So I would not be shocked if it says Malik Neighbors. Or even Rome Odunze. I wouldn't be shocked if it said Rome either. Keenan Allen's probably happy. Caleb is going to be... He's going to be fine. The Bears are in a better situation than they were with Justin, which pains me to say. But they are in a much better situation than when Justin was there, so... Pick is in. We'll see what Harbaugh decides. Is that Gronk? Caleb is either going to be insanely good or insanely bad. Yeah, there's no in between. It's very here or there with Caleb Williams. He's either going to be like that best quarterback in the league or he's going to be the worst quarterback in the league. There is literally no in, but he's not going to be a mid-tier quarterback. That's basically Caleb Williams' ceiling and floor is so separated. There's no in between for Caleb. The other guys like Jayden Daniels and Drake May, they could probably be mid-tier top 15 quarterbacks in the league, top 20 quarterbacks in the league. Caleb Williams is either going to be the best quarterback in the league or out of the league. That's pretty much his entire career arc is what it's going to be. I have a feeling it's probably going to be more towards insanely good, but we'll have to find out. It's all about situation. All right, pick is in for the Chargers. We will see what it is. This is probably the most boring draft in terms of the top 5 because I'm pretty sure that all the mock drafts had this the way that it was. There was no like exciting like, are the Bears going to trade out of the number 1 pick? Like there was nothing like that. So imagine if we get a Washington KC Super Bowl. That'd be pretty wild. Oh, Schefter's saying offensive tackle. Oh, thank God. It says Chargers turned away trade offers to calls for Justin Herbert. I'm glad they did that because I don't want to run around my neighborhood naked. Tennessee's going to be interesting too. As a Cowboys fan, I know. Is he coming out? Where's Goodell? Okay, I think Goodell's coming out here. So who do we got? Do we got offensive tackle? Do we got Malik Neighbors? We got Rome Odunze? What do we got here? I'm going to say J.C. Latham. That's my pick. Joe Alt. Okay. Joe Alt. Headed to the Chargers. So it was an offensive lineman, but it's Joe Alt. Okay. He didn't look too happy. He might not have got the news yet. Might be on delay. Why has his girlfriend got such big eyes? She kind of looked like a Disney cartoon character. Her eyes are hilarious. Her eyes are huge. Joe Alt headed to the Chargers. I think that's a solid pick. They probably should have went Malik Neighbors, but Joe Alt's a really good player. I watched a few Notre Dame games, obviously, because they played the Buckeyes. So I've seen Joe Alt. Best run blocker you've seen in a while? Okay. They don't have a running back. Do they have a run? They got J.K. Dobbins. We'll see how he does. He's a big man. Yeah, he was stopping JTT, that's for sure. 6'9", 350? That's a beefy boy. Thick. Dude's a whole man. That is for sure. Well, I'm going to head out now. See you. All right, T-Dog. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, Giants on the clock now. I know that Bengal is really interested in this pick, so we'll see. We'll see what Bengal is, if he's happy or if he's not happy with this pick with the Giants. Oh, now he's got the news. His girlfriend is like a lot smaller than he is. uh... Oh, there's Harbaugh. Great, Harbaugh. Great. I love you. I love you, Harbaugh. Oh, pick is in for the Giants. There's no way the Giants take JJ. There's no way. No, no. You can't take JJ McCarthy with a top 10 pick. You can't do it. There's no way New York does this. I might have to listen to New York radio tomorrow if they actually take JJ McCarthy. Yeah, take Malik Neighbors. Take JC Latham. Take somebody. I hate Michigan. Don't worry. Okay, thank God. They're not going to go JJ. At least that's what Schefter says. Schefter could be very wrong. Man, I bet Detroit is lit tonight. This is crazy atmosphere. Oh, God. JJ's not even there. He knows he's not a first-round pick. That's why he's not there. He lives in the state of Michigan. He couldn't even show up to Detroit draft. Are you serious? Is that Malik? I don't know really what he looks like. I think that's Malik. JJ finna end up like Will Levis. I feel like that is a pretty good comparison because although Will Levis I think is a little bit on the bigger side of things, but I think Will Levis could end up being a solid quarterback. I don't have any hope for JJ. He can move a little bit. That's pretty much his only saving grace. All right, here we go. What is New York gonna do? Oh, like draft wise, fall into the second round. I gotcha. All right, here we go. Yep, they went Malik. They had to. They needed to get a receiver. I like that prediction that you think he's going to end up like Will Levis drop into the second round. I think that could happen. Because Tennessee doesn't need a quarterback. Atlanta doesn't need one unless they want to take one to back up Kirk Cousins for the future. But we're getting to teams that don't need quarterbacks. So we could start to see the decline of J.J. McCarthy, which would only make me smile. I would love it. Oh, you out of here, Yummy? All right, peace. Appreciate you stopping by. Malik is super good. Think Jamar Chase, but he's faster? Isn't Malik bigger than Jamar Chase? I feel like it's a weird combo or comparison. Maybe it's right. I don't know. What do I know? He's the closest thing to Tyreek Hill? Really? I've seen a few highlights of him in League Neighbors. I didn't get the Tyreek Hill compare. I mean, no, I know he's fast, but and he's very elusive and stuff, but I don't think he's Tyreek Hill. That feels weird. Yeah, he's got speed. I'm not saying that. Underthrown ball, but okay. Although that probably wasn't Joe Burrow who was throwing that ball. It's probably Browning. I guess Jamar Chase. I mean, these comparisons they're showing is pretty accurate. So I guess Jamar Chase is a good comp. I just didn't think that right off the rip, but I'm not a scout, so. He only had issues in the preseason when he was dropping passes. He figured it out. I think Malik's going to end up being pretty good for the Giants. You think Malik Neighbors is overrated? Okay, okay. That's pretty cool. The inside of his suit's like a bunch of highlights and stuff of him. $10 ago for Odell at 2014. That's crazy. It says the pick is in. Does that mean? I mean, I figured once the pick was in that it wasn't able to be traded, but I guess not. I guess it can be. But obviously, this is going to be a quarterback because they're going to ride with Will Levis. This could be the first offensive lineman, or it could be another receiver. This could be Rome. This could be Brian Thomas Jr. This could be a lot of different people. Really hope the Cowboys pick JPJ or Tyler Guyton. I think the Cowboys usually do pretty well in the first round of their drafts. Sometimes they miss, but for the most part they do decently well. So I think they'll take somebody that you're happy with. Taco Charlton. Hey, Taco's cool, man. Taco's cool. I liked Taco, and he came out of Michigan. That shows you how much I liked him. I don't like a lot of people that come out of Michigan. Or anybody. What? More confused than mad. That would be a confusing pick. I kind of forgot that Taco was a first round pick. Tennessee Titans. What's the Twitter world saying? Are they going crazy for Drake May? I hope so. It's gonna be me. Quentin Johnson realizes he's gonna be wide receiver one. What is this? Oh, it's F1 for Miami. Okay. Sunday, May 5th. Okay, not gonna watch it. You really like Quentin Johnson last year? I thought he was gonna be better than he was. Yeah, you just can't separate in the NFL, which is the one thing you need to do if you're a receiver. That sucks for him, but I think with a little bit of help, a little bit of practice, I think he could figure out how to do that, because I think he's got all the physical tools to be able to. Who's Tennessee going to go with? Do they go Brock Bowers here? That'd be hilarious. I love Brock Bowers. I think he's one of the best tight ends coming out of the league, or coming out of the college in a while. All right, here we go. Tennessee's pick is coming. I know RBT's super excited about this one. J.C. Latham. They took an offensive lineman. Brock Bowers is a better prospect than Kyle Pitts, and it isn't close. Yeah, I feel like that's not as hot of a take as it could be, or as you might initially think, because Brock Bowers is more complete player. Kyle Pitts is more of a red zone threat, big play receiver that just happens to play tight end. Skoronski and Latham, that's a good combo right there. He's a big slot receiver. Yep, he is. But he's still very good. Brock is a tight end, yep. Brock feels like if Hunter Henry was good. Or I should say better. Atlanta's up next. They're not. I wouldn't think they take a quarterback. They just got Kirk Cousins. The only way they take JJ is if they want him to be, they want him to sit behind Kirk Cousins. But you can't take that top 10. You can't take a guy you want to sit behind Kirk Cousins in the top 10. That just doesn't make any sense. That's a waste of a pick then. You can get JJ McCarthy later or trade back into the first round if you want to do that. You got to get somebody to help the Falcons, because the Falcons have potential to be really, really good this year. Or better than they have been in a while. If you can get another, I don't know, maybe an offensive lineman, maybe a defensive lineman, I feel like the Falcons could be really, really good. JJ gonna go to the Bears? That would be hilarious if JJ went to the Bears. Oh, God, Roger got picked up like a log. You think Roger goes to like Pilates or something to get ready for this night? Trade? No. 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 They're considering JJ. Oh, I guess they're not technically. There's a couple other quarterbacks on the board. But they're considering a quarterback here. They wouldn't. Top 10? Top 10? They take a backup quarterback? That's crazy. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Has he got a necklace with all the NFL logos on it? That's awesome. Talia. Talia? Yeah, like he's going to get drafted at all. That's a pretty cool necklace. If that is what it is with like all the logos of the NFL teams, that's a pretty cool necklace. I mean, it's a cool necklace regardless, but no, defense probably doesn't go until the Bears at 9, or maybe they get a receiver. Maybe they get Rome Odunze. You got to take Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner is just so good. I've heard so many good things about Dallas Turner. You got to take him. Yeah, you can't take a quarterback here. Can't take a quarterback. Dallas Turner, Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah, I've heard good things about both those guys. I've heard good things about both of them. Spencer Rattler in the third. Okay, okay. Man, I wasn't familiar with Michael Penix's game. His girlfriend is fine. Yeah, you can win this division super easy. The AFC South sucks. You can win this division super easy if you're Atlanta. All I need to get a girlfriend like that is to be a 6'4" millionaire. Got it. Well, I've got the 6'4" part down. I just don't have the millionaire part down. And I obviously don't have the NFL talent either. You'll get there one day. I hope so. All right. Here we go. I think Rodgers coming up. This can't be a quarterback. It simply cannot be. If the Falcons take a quarterback, it would be maybe the worst decision. All right, Roger. What are you going to say here? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? They took a quarterback. They took a quarterback top 10. That's crazy. That's crazy. You took a quarterback top 10 when you have Kirk Cousins. Wow. What? That's insanity. I cannot believe the Falcons really did that. I mean, I get it that Kirk Cousins isn't the future of your team or even the next like 2 years of your team. But there's quarterbacks that could go down the board. Penix is probably going to be there in the second round, I would guess. Oh my God, you can't take Michael Penix number 8? When you have Kirk Cousins, what are they doing? Oh my God. Atlanta. Oh, okay. I mean, Michael Penix is good. I like him. He's a little inaccurate. He, like you said earlier, Yummy. He's old, obviously. He's been around for a while. But number 8, you can't do that. What are they doing? Everybody's shocked. That's crazy. I can't believe they really did that. I bet Twitter's going crazy about that. Absolutely insanity. Even if you don't like JJ, I still think he's a better pick than Michael Penix. I feel like I feel like I would agree with that because JJ's obviously younger, he's less injury prone, and has a little bit of a brighter future. So I would agree with that. It's crazy. Handoff king. And he's great at handing the football off. That is for sure. And they have Bijan. He could have handed the ball off to Bijan every single snap. He would have been a Hall of Famer if he did that. Taking Michael Penix 8 is wild. I might have to do a Atlanta Falcons rebuild just for that purpose alone. I wasn't planning on doing a Falcons rebuild after the draft, but I might have to do one now just because. That's crazy. You had Dallas Turner there. You had the Fuaga guy on the offensive line. You got the Leitu guy from UCLA. You got so many. Roma Dunze. You got so much talent on this board, and you take Michael Penix at number 8. I need to listen to Atlanta radio tomorrow to see what they're saying. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, definitely. You're right on that. You were correct. Yeah, Raheem Morris can love Michael Penix all he wants. He's going to be there in the next time you come up. I almost would have guaranteed it. He would have been there. Insanity. Absolute insanity. All right, Bears are up. I mean, I feel like the Bears are in a prime position to pair Caleb Williams with like Dallas Turner, have a fantastic offensive pick and have a fantastic defensive pick. I feel like this is perfect. I don't think they need Rome because they've got Keenan Allen, they got DJ Moore, they've got talent at receiver. You think they're going to go Rome? I mean, I feel like that's probably who they are going to take, but I don't think they need Rome. I think they need defense more or offense of line more than they need a receiver. But I guess we'll find out. Here we go. Pick is in. They took Rome. You were right, Yummy. They took Rome. Cooper DeJean is as sneaky athletic. You're right about that. They took Rome, so they've got themselves another receiver to pair alongside. I guess you can never have too many receivers when you have a young quarterback. So, but this is just disrespectful of Justin Fields. They're putting all this talent around Caleb Williams. Why couldn't you put all this talent around Justin Fields? He probably would have ended up being better. First guy in, last guy out. Oh yeah, definitely somebody you want to date your daughter. That's for sure. Definitely some. Now Michael Penix, I don't know if I'd want him to date my daughter. I don't know about that. But Cooper for sure. Oh, we get a trade? Oh, trade. I just realized it. New York and Minnesota have traded. They swap picks. Here we go. Minnesota's trading up for a quarterback. So is it going to be Bo Nix or is it going to be the other dude who's left? Oh, JJ. No, I can't believe I forgot. We were just talking about this whole draft. It's either going to be JJ or it's going to be Bo Nix. You think it's going to be JJ? That's how I kind of think it is, too. I kind of think the Minnesota's trading up to get JJ. I don't know why they would trade up to get JJ. I feel like he's going to be there because you've got the Jets who don't need a quarterback. They got Aaron Rodgers, unless they want to take a replacement for him if he gets hurt again. Tears the other Achilles. Denver doesn't need a quarterback. They just got... or does Denver need a quarterback? Who do they have at quarterback? Who's playing for Denver? Zach Wilson, that's right. He just got traded there. I forgot about. So they did. Denver does need a quarterback. You're right. Okay. So JJ. So whoever goes here, the other quarterback could go to Denver. They can't take JJ. Do not take JJ. You don't have a running back to hand the ball to. You don't have Dalvin Cook anymore. Oh my God, I can't believe they would do JJ. You can't do it. You simply can't do it. He's not that good. He's Zach Wilson, but doesn't sleep with mothers. Oh, they got Aaron. Oh, that's right. They do have Aaron Jones. I forgot they made that signing. They do have Aaron Jones. So I guess JJ could hand the ball off to Aaron Jones. Is that what Rome Odunze sounds like? I didn't expect that. Oh, man. Pick is in for Minnesota, so they have their quarterback written down. They're giving it to Roger Goodell right now. They've been doing it poorly for a while, that's for sure. Michael Penix is winning on and off the field now. That's for sure. Oh, who is Minnesota going to go with? I cannot believe they took... The Twitter world's got to be going crazy about this Penix trade, or this Penix draft. Oh, Bengal does not like it. Bengal don't like it. He's shocked by it. Bengal is shocked at the Penix draft, which everybody is. I don't think anybody saw Penix going there. I certainly didn't. I mean, when you got talent on the board and you take a quarterback when you have Kirk Cousins, it's crazy. But whatever. Penix is going to bust. I feel like that's the consensus now. Like, maybe if you take him in the second round, maybe he's got a no Diddy. Maybe if you take Penix in the second round, he's got less pressure on him than if he does end up being a bust anyway. He's a second round pick. It's not as big of a deal. You took him top 10. Oh my God. It's going to be one of the biggest draft busts in recent memory. Unless Michael Penix... How old... Let me Google quickly how old Michael Penix is. Michael Penix Jr. He's 23 years old. He was born in 2000. So he's coming into the league. He's already 23. And he just came into the league. So he's already behind everybody. Gonna be 24 in May. A 24-year-old rookie, that's like not too far off of what Brandon Weeden was. Oh my God. That's crazy. He's obviously more talented than Brandon Weeden, but... Yeah, 28 is... I know. It was a drastic comparison, but Brandon Weeden was the first old quarterback that came to mind. The legendary cowboy. Oh, as I like to refer to him as Squishy Face, because he used to wear helmets that were too small so that his cheeks would like squish up against the face mask and stuff. All right, Minnesota traded up for a quarterback. Who do they take? Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, Spencer Rattler? You can't take him. Don't take J.J. He may have an attractive girlfriend. You can't take him. Unless you're drafting the girlfriend, not JJ. That'd be a smarter pick. Brandon Weeden is one of the funniest busts I've ever seen in my life. You're right about that. He's very, very comical. Yeah, he went 27-1 as a starter on a really good Michigan team. And that's coming from a Buckeye fan. They were really good. Although all their wins are going to be negated, so that'll make me happy. But still, the talent on those Michigan teams were really good, so he didn't really have to do too much. I think Terrell Pryor is underrated. I mean, you're preaching to the choir there, Yummy. Preaching to the choir. I think Terrell Pryor is one of the more underrated quarterbacks to ever get drafted or supplemental drafted. He just didn't work out, unfortunately. See, Minnesota taking Michael Penix would have made more sense because they've got Sam Darnold as their starter. It's not like he's good. So I wouldn't be as shocked if Minnesota would have taken. Why are they taking so long? Because you got to get all the media stuff in before the pick. So I think Rodgers coming out though. Although I don't see him walking out of the tunnel there. Oh no, okay, here he's coming. Who they got with him? Kansas City Chiefs people? Oh no? Oh no, it just must be some Detroit thing. I love the football fans that still boo Roger Goodell when they've got people on stage with him like this. Oh, that's commitment right there. What do I think about Rodgers year 2? I think it's gonna go a lot better than year 1. I think he's actually gonna play the whole season. Even though I like to make the memes about him tearing his other ACL or his other not his other ACL, his other Achilles. But I think he's gonna play the whole season, and he's gonna probably be pretty good. All right, let's see what they say here. It's got to be JJ, right? It's just got to be. That's the only person I can think of. It's got to be JJ. Oh my God, they took JJ McCarthy. I cannot believe it. I absolutely. I mean, I know I was just saying it's got to be JJ. I can't actually believe it is. Oh my God, he's actually going in the top 10 to Minnesota. Sam Darnold's season's over. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe he's a top 10 pick. All right, now the Jets are up. The Jets would probably benefit from taking Dallas Turner. I mean, I've heard that he's the best defensive player in the entire draft. You think Fuaga goes here? Okay. I can see that. I can see that. But I mean, Jets can use a lot of different things, to be fair. Why you got to show against Ohio State? Like, what's that about? Get him groomed. Pause. Oh, good. They're showing highlights against Iowa. What would I consider JJ McCarthy's ceiling? Ooh, JJ McCarthy's ceiling is probably a. It's probably a Pro Bowl quarterback who you can rely on to get the job done when you need to. So probably a tier above a guy like Kirk Cousins. His floor is out of the league. No, his floor's not out of the, his floor is backup. He could there's a lot worse quarterbacks than JJ McCarthy that still have jobs as backups, so JJ McCarthy's floor is probably a backup. But his ceiling is probably a tier above Kirk Cousins, I'd say. The Jets pick is in. No defensive players have gone off the board yet, which is kind of crazy. Nathan Peterman still in the league. Is he? Yeah. Is he for the Raiders or something? Yeah, exactly. There's a lot worse quarterbacks than J.J. McCarthy that still have jobs as backups. So J.J., his floor is probably nice clip hold. Oh, he's on the Bears. Okay. Nice. He looks good holding a clipboard, probably. Oh, he got signed by the Saints. Okay. So he's backing up Jameis Winston. Or is Jameis still in New Orleans? I don't even know where Jameis is. I wonder where... Does Bo go to Denver? They can't take Bo in Denver, can they? Oh, that's right. Jameis is in Cleveland. You're right about that. Jameis is in Cleveland. Now I remember. Yeah. Okay. I kind of think they go... Oh, now that Greeny just said that, I think they kind of go Brock Bowers now. I think Brock being still on the board, giving Aaron Rodgers a big-time threat along with Garrett Wilson, I think that getting Brock would be really good. But obviously, they do need offensive line, so... All right, Rodgers out there. What's he going to say? Oh, they took Fashanu, excuse me. They took Fashanu. So they got offensive line. I like Fashanu. Very good player. Very good player. They don't need Quinyon, but he's a dog. That's a very good pick. I like that pick for the Jets. Best pass blocker in the draft? Okay. Man, I don't know. Man, I should have been a football player, man. The women these football players have on their couches is crazy. Plus, he was blocking for Drew Aller, who's not very good, so makes him a lot better. Drew Aller's not that good. Pick is in for Denver. Who do they go with? Is this the first defensive player? Cooper DeJean? Bo Nix? Who's going to go here? Cooper. I hope they don't move Cooper to safety. I really hope he stays at corner. Jason Sehorn Jr., I like that. I hope they keep him at corner. Let him play. If he can't play at corner in a year or two, then move him to safety. Keep him at corner. Let him see what he can do. Yeah, he's athletic enough for sure. So let him see what he can do. He could probably keep up with some of those receivers. Now maybe he's not a number one corner, but he could probably keep up with a number two receiver. Nickel or dime? Yeah. Let him play corner. See how he does. Like a Kyle Hamilton kind of role? Okay. Oh, there's Bo Nix. I like their couch. Oh, Bengals saying Michael Penix at 8 to the Falcons, one of the craziest draft choices in NFL history. So it's a good thing that my craziness or my shock is validated. I'm glad that my shock is validated by somebody that knows ball like Bengal. Because I know ball, but I don't know ball like Bengal does. Bengal knows ball. So if he's shocked by it, then I'm shocked by it. Watch Penix be a top 5 QB like Stroud. Oh my god, that would be the greatest turnaround ever. It would be the greatest thing ever if he played like Stroud this next season. Oh man. I kind of want that to happen. It wouldn't bother me because he's for Atlanta in the NFC, so I mean it doesn't matter to me, but that would be awesome. Kirk Cousins tears his Achilles. I mean, he tore it this year, so it's possible he could do it again. If he plays does Atlanta play in MetLife at all this season? It's possible. Reggie Miller. J.J. Watt. Michael Penix Jr. future MVP. All right, Mel's best available. He's got Brock at number 1. Dallas Turner at 2. So we'll see if Denver takes a quarterback here or if they let it ride with one of the top guys on the board. Who else is on this list that needs a quarterback? The Saints could use one. The Raiders could use one. Colts don't need one. Seahawks, you could think, but probably not. Oh, you said Michael Penix Jr. I didn't even see that. I could see Seattle taking one, but probably not in the first round, especially not with anybody left. Jacksonville doesn't need one. Cincinnati, no. Rams, probably not. Pittsburgh, no. Well, Pittsburgh, yes, but not in the first round. Miami, no. Possibly. Eagles, Saints took Carr. Okay, yeah, so they won't take one. Minnesota just took JJ. Dallas, no. Green Bay, no. Tampa, probably not first round. Arizona's got Kyler, Josh Allen, Jared Goff, Lamar, Purdy, and Mahomes. So there's not a lot more options for Bo Nix to go. So if a team wants him, he's got to go either top 20 or he's going to go second round. Ooh, I don't want to pass it up. Bo goes in the second. I mean, I think that's what's going to happen after Rattler. You got some weird fascination with Spencer Rattler. All right, here we go, Denver. Oh, they got I want to get one of those big hats. One of those jumbo hat things that they got for the Patriots, though. Rattler is Mahomes if you squint enough. All right, Raj. What's he got for Denver? Bo Nix! Bo Nix! They really did it. This has been the craziest first round ever. They really did it. They really did it. Bo Nix is a Denver Bronco in the first round. Bo Nix is a first round pick. A top 15 first round pick. How much is the delay here? What do we got? I can't believe that Bo's gone. I mean, I know we were like memeing it that it could happen, but I didn't actually think it would. Wow. Bo Nix is a top 15 quarterback in the draft. That's crazy. I think Bo's a good player. He's got a decent arm. He can move. He's elusive a little bit. He's like a bigger JJ McCarthy. He's older than Penix. Is he older than Penix? Is he 24 now? That's wild. Huh. '24 in February. Wow. Hey, Thunderstorm. This feels like the league, the Madden AI draft. This does feel weird. This feels like a weird draft. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it. It's kind of creepy. Like the fact that 6 quarterbacks have gone and 3 of them shouldn't have. This is just wild. Chicago would have picked JJ. Oh yeah, for sure. Chicago. If Madden was doing this, Chicago would have picked JJ. Man. So let's think. Who's going to start week 1? Like when we get to August and September and we're ready for actual live games, who's starting week 1? Obviously, Caleb's starting week 1. Jaden's starting week 1. Drake May is starting week 1. So we got the top guys. Those are guys who are starting clearly week 1. JJ does JJ start week 1 for Minnesota? Whoever they're playing? The MILF Hunter? Does Bo Nick... Obviously, Michael Penix isn't starting because they got Kirk Cousins. So Penix is out. Bo Nix probably has to start, right? Because Denver doesn't have anything other than Zach Wilson. So probably 4 out of the 6 quarterbacks, or 5 out of the 6 quarterbacks are starting week 1. That's crazy. Please don't let Drake May get cooked. I hope Drake May. I'm worried. I said this when they first picked him. I'm worried because the Patriot offense is not good. Trust me. So Drake May there. I mean, Mac Jones was a fine quarterback. He could have become something pretty good if the team around him was any good. So I kind of feel bad for Mac a little bit. Yes, Mac had a bad turn of events in the next couple of years, but there was some promise. So I just hope that doesn't happen for Drake May. I just hope that the team is good enough. But who knows? And maybe, as a Patriots fan, I agree. Thank you, Moose Man. All right, here comes the Raider pick. Brock Bowers. That's a good pick. I like that pick a lot. Brock Bowers heading to Vegas. I hope he's betting on himself. No Porter. They just had a Raider hat ready. As a Titans fan, Matt Patricia. Oh man, I'm worried about Drake May. I really am. Poor Michael Mayer. Oh, that's right. I forgot they just took Michael Mayer last year. You're right about that, Yummy. They do have Michael Mayer. That's a weird one now. I mean, it's a good pick because Brock Bowers is really talented. But they do have Michael Mayer. Maybe they're going to run like an old school 2 tight end system like the Patriots used to with Hernandez and Gronk. That can work. Obviously, the Patriots made it work. But they don't have a quarterback, do they? They got Jared Stidham and somebody else. So Hernandez is my idol. So, I mean, maybe they'll run some 2 tight end system. But Michael Mayer really didn't, like, show out too much. But then again, he didn't have a quarterback that was good enough to throw him the football that consistently. So it's not really on him all that much. Who are they going to pick at QB? I guess they're going to take Spencer Rattler in the 2nd round. I don't know. Because now we got the Saints. They're not going to take a quarterback. This has got to be Dallas Turner, right? It's got to be. It's got to be Turner, or maybe it's the guard from Washington. What's his name? Not Fuaga. That's the guy they're showing me right now. That's not who I'm thinking of. My drug addict looking Mahomes. He'd fit pretty well in Vegas, so. It took us by surprise, that's for sure. Jimmy G should have retired as a male stripper. He is very handsome, that is for sure. Is anybody shocked about the Michael Mayer pick? Or not the Michael Mayer pick, the Brock Bowers pick? Oh, Bengals surprised about that too. He doesn't hate it, but he's shocked by it. Meant to say that Bill Callahan loves J.C. Latham, so that should be a good sign. Okay. I think J.C. Latham will be good. I do. See, Edelman said the right thing. Edelman says if you build the right ecosystem around Drake May, he's got a chance. That's what I've been saying. That's what I said about Mac. Mac didn't have the right system. He had no weapons, no offensive line, a defense that was kind of good, and an offensive coordinator that wasn't an offensive coordinator. I live in Cincinnati, so I've seen a lot of Bengals games, I can say for a fact. Good luck with Brian Callahan. Hey, Yummy, I'm going to be in Cincinnati for a Reds game coming up pretty soon. If you go to the Reds game, come up and say hi. You ready for the halfback dive screen? Not a huge baseball guy? All right. I respect that. Can't be worse than whatever Garner asked Madden. Madden plays are bad, and the fact that they were calling him in real life, not good. Not a good sign. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be at one of the Reds games in late May or maybe mid-May, sometime in May. I can't remember. I'm a big Reds fan, so. Oh, the baseball game's over. I was watching the A's and the Yankees. Four TDs in a game is epic. That is pretty awesome. Patriots should have taken a fullback with their pick. Is there a good fullback? Mayan Williams? Is Mayan Williams going to play fullback in the league? It's a little disrespectful to Mayan. I like Mayan. Oh, they just built that thing from scratch? I thought they were at an actual like already built stadium or already built stage. I didn't realize they built it from scratch. Ben Sonata is a hybrid player. Same with Shaheem Bell. Okay. 275,000 fans are in attendance. That's wild. Who do the Saints take here? Do the Saints go defense here? Or do they go... Because, I mean, they can't go quarterback now. Spencer Italia. There's no way they go quarterback. There's absolutely no way. Sam Hartman? I forgot he was in this draft. You're right. He's very handsome. Do they go defensively? Dallas Turner's real good. I've seen some highlights of him. He's real good. I will forever love beating the Pats in 2019 playoffs. Asking Brady's last pass. Oh, making Brady's last pass of the team pick six. Yeah, I remember that pretty clearly. It was Logan Ryan too, right? Logan Ryan was the one who picked it and took it to the house. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Latu would have been gone if he didn't have a neck injury. Interesting. Ooh, Jared Verse is good too. Logan Ryan's a dog. Man, I have no idea who's going here. This is a wild card. I have absolutely no idea. It could literally be anybody on the board. It might even be somebody that's not on the board. Who knows? Latu's not as good as I've seen people say. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Fuaga. He's one-dimensional, just speed. Okay, okay. First pick for the Saints is Fuaga. Okay. Who from Oregon State win the last 10 years in the first round? Saints should have chosen more cast space at their pick. Who's the Oregon State player that went in the first round in the last 10 years or whatever? I was hoping Frog would follow the Bengals. I mean, that would have been a nice pick for the Bengals for sure. How should the page take over? How should the page take for a wide receiver? I mean, I'd love if like Brian Thomas Jr. fell all the way to the Patriots at 34. I'd love that. There's no way he does, but that'd be awesome. I don't really know. Just take somebody good. I don't know. Oregon State's got some clean uniforms, that's for sure. Brian Thomas goes Steelers at 20. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I can see Brian Thomas Jr. going at any point in this first round. Now that we're done with all the quarterbacks, I can see Brian Thomas Jr. going anytime. Alright, Saints are happy. Saints are happy with their pick, as they should be. That'd be hilarious if they took somebody and then they cut to the room where they're all at and they're all like yelling and screaming and like angry at their pick. That'd be hilarious. 30 seconds, American Home Shield. I don't want to hear about American Home Shield. Death, taxes, and the Giants sucking. Colts go Cade Stover. Ooh, I would love that, but not first round. Maybe the Colts do go Cade Stover, but not first round. Unfortunately. Yes, I'm still there. Ooh, Mel says corner is the number one need for the Colts. This could be Cooper. This could be the GOAT. This could be the GOAT. I'd love to see a team get in a brawl in the draft room after a bad pick. I know, that'd be so awesome. That'd be so awesome. This could be our GOAT Cooper. The king. To be fair, how good is Brian Thomas Jr.? Because he had Malik Neighbors next to him, and then obviously all the stuff was, the focus was on Malik Neighbors. How good is Brian Thomas Jr.? I don't know. We'll find out. It's going to be Quinyon, but hoping for the sneaky athletic Cooper. It could very well be Quinyon. I wouldn't put it past anybody to take Quinyon Mitchell. I've seen some highlights of him too. Man, I wish I had a relative that was getting drafted so I could go to one of these cool draft parties. Was Gus Bradley in Seattle when the Legion of Boom was going on? I didn't realize that. Indianapolis is taking a long time. They're about to be under 2 minutes here. Oh, never mind. They took the pick is in. Mark my words. I was wrong. I gotta get one of those championship belts, NFL team championship belts. Kool-Aid should be the pick. Kool-Aid's good. I like Kool-Aid, but I think Quinyon is clearly the better one. If they need corner, you gotta take Quinyon here. Who doesn't love that name? I mean, that's a classic name. That's a Hall of Fame level name. Are they cheering? What's going on? Have they made... The pick is in. What's going on? Are they happy about it? Oh, no. Is that Shane Steichen not wearing socks? Oh, Shane. You're not wearing socks in your shoes? That's wild. That's dirty. I don't know about that. I can't have a head coach who don't wear... I can't have a head coach who don't wear socks in his shoes. That's insanity. That's why I prefer the classier Panthers. All right, Rodgers coming out. Pick 15. What? Pick 15. Here we go. Is he going to be the first defensive player? Latu headed to Indianapolis. What happened to the Colts needing a corner? Their head coach is attracted to Oklahoma. Latu headed to Indianapolis. So just forget corner, I guess. Whatever. All right, Yummy. You said he's overrated. You said he's one-dimensional. I guess the Colts are going to find that out. Latu over Turner. Yep, you're right. Latu over Turner is a question mark. That is insane. He missed 2 seasons after being told to medically retire. And he got drafted in the top 20 of the NFL draft. I mean, he's got some talent if he can come back from that. But Dallas Turner and Quinyon Mitchell still being on the board at this point in the draft feels illegal. If he gets injured, if he gets injured his rookie year and medically retires again, I swear. I mean, you can't like disregard that. That's a true fact that could happen. That could be the case. He could injure his neck and get hurt and have to retire. It's a very risky pick for Indianapolis. That is 100% true. But if it works out for him, then it's going to be one of the better picks they've ever made. Because I feel like he's got that potential to be one of the best. I mean, you're preaching to the choir about Mike Hall Jr. there, Yummy. I don't know about that. I don't know if Mike Hall can play edge. Maybe not in the NFL. Big boy. Big boy. I hope we get to a point in NFL history where kids that grew up as Patriots fans in this era, I hope they end up getting drafted. They come and play it in the NFL. They get drafted in the first round, and Roger Goodell is still the commissioner, and they boo him because of Deflategate. I hope we get to a point in history where that happens. They come up there and they don't want to hug him. Mike Hall's only 20? Wow. I'm 4 years older than Mike Hall. Oh, that's something I didn't even talk about. I'm the same age. I'm older, actually, than Michael Penix and Bo Nix. That's crazy. And I'm sitting here on camera reacting to them getting drafted. I don't know, Yummy. He says he's versatile. I don't know. I mean, he's kind of saying everything against what you were saying, so who knows? He says he's versatile. He says he's got a big bag. Who knows what's going to happen? He's not as one-dimensional as you think. I'm going to have to go in a few minutes. All right, all right. I appreciate you stopping by, though. Seattle's a weird one. Now that all the quarterbacks are gone, are you going to do a day 2 stream? I thought about it, but I don't know. I probably not, but I haven't fully decided yet. Okay, okay. Oh, the pick is in for Seattle. The pick is in for the Seattle Seahawks. I might actually, you say you may have to be gone in a few minutes. I might actually have to be gone in a few minutes. I guess we'll see what happens. My friends like the Seahawks, so I'm kind of hyped for this. I feel like the board has fallen to them so perfectly where they could take best player available being maybe one of the best players in the class, which is Dallas Turner. It's fallen so well for them. Okay. Quinyon or Dallas, any other pick is bad. I agree with that. I agree with that. Man, Michael Penix going to Atlanta is still so wild. I can't believe that actually happened. Like, I feel like Atlanta's going to call back in and say, oh, we were just kidding. We want to take Dallas Turner. We want to take Quinyon Mitchell. We want to take Byron Murphy the second. Like, I feel like they were just, it's going to end up being a joke. That just feels so wild that they did that. Craziness. A 5% chance that Turner gets a. Oh, that I was gonna say that he gets taken here, but only a 5% chance that he's still here. Man, I should have bet on the under or the over. Watch Dallas Turner Quinn end up being really good. And Michael Penix just tears both ACLs again. I mean, we say that as a joke now, but I feel like that's a very strong possibility. I feel like Dallas Turner, wherever he goes, if it's not Seattle, if it's Jacksonville or Cincinnati or whoever's up next, LA, Pittsburgh, Miami, whoever it is, I feel like he's going to be really, really good for them. I wish the Patriots would trade up and get Dallas Turner. $4.46. Man. Tell me about it. I want the Patriots to trade up. Dallas Turner, I feel like, is going to be like Jadeveon Clowney type. Ooh, I like that comparison. That's kind of cool. Underrated but not elite. Okay. I feel like Dallas Turner doesn't have the hype that Clowney has, or the initial amazingness that Clowney had, but I like that comparison. All right, here we go. Oh, whoa. Oh. Okay. People in military in South Korea. I like it. Clowney was Clowney was number one. True. It is kind of hard to beat that hype. You're right about that. Yeah. But I like your comparison. Yeah. Joe Milton. I mean, at this point, with all the quarterbacks getting taken where they've gotten taken, I would not be surprised at all. So, I guess we'll find out. Who goes to Seattle at 16? Here comes Raj. Byron Murphy, Dallas Turner, and Quinyon Mitchell are on the board, and Byron Murphy is headed to Seattle. I mean, Byron's good. He's probably the best D tackle in the class, but wow. All right. They need White Lightning. Cooper DeJean, baby. Byron Murphy headed to Seattle. Okay. Dallas Turner, I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed that one of the two is going to fall to Cincinnati if they want him. That's just how it's lined up now. We'll just see if they actually do want him. I mean, Fuaga's there too. Cincinnati always needs offensive line help. I mean, Joe Burrow is injured every season, so Jacksonville trades the pick to who? Who'd they trade the pick to? Traded to Minnesota! Oh my God, Minnesota traded into the draft. Who are they getting? Are they trading up for Turner or Mitchell? They trade up for another quarterback. They traded up for Spencer Rattler. Oh my God, who'd they trade up for? I did not see this coming. Hey, it's my Ohio State quarterback, Will Howard. They traded for Joe Milton. Who did they trade up for? Oh my God, I did not see this coming at all. I wonder what they got. What do you think Jacksonville got? That had to have been a steep price. Maybe not too steep because it's pick 17, but it had to have been, I don't know, maybe a third and a second, something. I don't know, something crazy. Minnesota trading it back into the first round. Out of all the teams I thought would trade back into the second round, I did not think Minnesota would be the one to do it. I thought maybe the Raiders would trade back into the first round. Something. It's gotta be Turner. I mean, I know that's what they're saying. It's gotta be Turner, right? It's just gotta be. All right, here we go. I can't believe Minnesota traded into the first round again. I did not see this coming at all. It's gotta be Turner. It's gotta be. Yep, it had to be. It had to be Dallas. It had to be. Man, they get a quarterback and they get Dallas Turner. If it wasn't J.J. McCarthy, I'd say the Minnesota Vikings had the best draft so far. But they took J.J. McCarthy. There's rarely ever a finished product coming out of college. Everybody's got something to work on. But you can't teach raw talent like Dallas Turner has. I like the pick too. Replace Daniel with Dallas. Yeah, I like the pick. I think Minnesota did a good job here. You got to think that they're going to take an offensive lineman here. Joe Burrow is injured every single season, and it doesn't help that he has to run around the pocket the whole time because his offensive line can't block. So you got to think it's got to be somebody on the offensive line. That would be my pick. I mean, Fatanu's still available, so that's got to be the pick right here, right? It's got to be Fatanu. Faltanu? I don't know how to say his name, but it's got to be him. I have a sneaky suspicion. I like Graham Barton. Okay. I have a sneaky suspicion the Bengals take a wide receiver. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's what they're going to do. We got to see the details of this trade. I want to see what they traded to give Jacksonville. I got to know. How steep was the price? What's going on here? What's happening? Oh, okay. It's just looking at the screen for a second. I like this guy. I like Dallas Turner. He's got a good vibe about him. I like his glasses too. Joe Burrow is my favorite quarterback. He gets hurt every single season because he has no offensive line. It's got to be offensive line. It's got to be. There's really no other pick you can make here. I mean, Fautanu's still on the board. You have to take him. He's the best offensive lineman available. The Bengals have a history of bad offensive lines. You have to take the offensive lineman when you have the chance. Wait, what? What? That's not true. The pick was traded along with T. Higgins for Justin Jefferson? That makes no sense. What? Okay, I was going to say, that didn't make any sense. Oh, no. There's a video that came out of the Falcons war room. It's the GM, the Falcons GM. He's talking to Arthur Blank, and he's trying to explain why they took Michael Penix. Oh, my God, it does not look good. He looks like he's trying to talk his way out of getting fired right away. Oh, man. That pick is going to go down in history as probably one of the worst picks in NFL history, NFL draft history. We say that, but what if he's actually insane? I mean, yeah, that we said that about a bunch of different things. I'm sure there's been years where you thought somebody else is going to be crazy bad, and then they end up being amazing. That happens every year. Michael Penix has all the ability to be insane. Who knows for how long, since he's already 24 as a rookie. And with a lot of injury history, and with not being super accurate. The ceiling is not too high for Michael Penix, but... Michael Penix feels like the same thing we were talking about with Caleb Williams, where his ceiling is either he's going to be a top quarterback in the league, or he's going to be injured and bad and out of the game. That feels like there's no in between for Michael. Like, it doesn't feel like he's going to be a backup. It's just kind of not my vibe I'm getting from Michael Penix. I don't think he's going to stick around as a backup. But then again, Geno Smith has stuck around as a backup, and now he's starting for Seattle, obviously. So, I mean, I didn't think Geno, after he was horrible in New York, I did not think he'd stick around in the league, but he did. He stuck around. And then he didn't write back, so who knows what's going to happen. Why they got guitars? Can they play guitar? He was so bad. I know. He was so bad for the Jets. So bad. I didn't think he was going to make it in the league. He shouldn't have, arguably. Madden 15 legend, though. All right, the Bengals pick is in. It's got to be an offensive lineman. It's got to be an offensive lineman. You already missed out on Dallas Turner. Cooper DeJean is still there, but you can't take a corner when there's an offensive lineman on the board. The other offensive linemen that you probably would have wanted to take are all off the board. Kalen Clark is generational, that's for sure. Regular season debut. The season starts May 14th for the WNBA? That's wild. It feels like the WNBA season just ended. A huge Chiefs fan in the middle 2000s when they sucked? Well, maybe they didn't suck, but they weren't obviously what they are now. NWA only got like 40 games. Man, they got a wild schedule. It feels like they put out 2 seasons before the NBA season's done with 1. It's got to be Fautanu. It has to be Troy Fautanu. Fautanu, however you say his name. It's got to be him. I guess, like you said, I mean, it could be Graham Barton, but it's got to be. I'm thinking it's got to be Fautanu. Ooh. Mel says Graham Barton's a Pittsburgh Steeler. Okay. Maybe that's... They must just think that he can't play tackle in the league. They must think he's better interior in the league. I don't know. You have to take an offensive lineman here. It's got to be Fautanu. Here we go. Amarius Mims! Amarius Mims? What? The Bengals at 18 take Amarius Mims when Fautanu and Barton are on the board. Wow. Wow. I can't predict this draft anymore. Like, oh my God. This draft has gone completely insane. They're stupid. Yeah, you said if it wasn't Fautanu or Barton, it's a bad pick. They already got 2 good tackles. I can't believe they took him. Man. With the lineman on the board, they go with the 3rd best lineman. 2 6'8" tackles. And it's not like you can move anybody inside. Both their tackles are tackles. They can't play guard, and Mims can't play guard. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what they're doing here. Maybe they think that Trent Brown is only a rental? I have no idea. This is a wild pick. There was a guard on the board and a center on the board, and you take a tackle. I mean, they addressed offensive line, but not the position that I thought they would. Yeah, Trent Brown is old. So, I mean, he could be a rental, I guess. But who knows? Why does his dad have FaceTime on his phone, but he was holding it like a regular, like a phone call? And now he's got it like... That's funny. I don't know how you can shake hands about that. That's a crazy pick. I don't know. Feels weird. Feels weird. Hate Trent Brown just because he was a Patriot. And he's good at offside penalties. He was very good at getting offside penalties. What is Bengal saying about this pick? Because if Bengal thinks it's a good pick, then it's probably not too bad. All right, what's Bengal saying about it? Amarius Mims to the... I mean, it looks like he predicted it. So he's not saying it's a bad pick. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Why are they showing Patriots? What's going on here? You have to check in the morning? Okay. I appreciate you stopping by, Yummy. I really do. Peace. I love Chop Robinson. All right, pick is in for the Rams. They're not trading it. Pick is in for the Rams. Who do they take? Do they take a corner? Do they take a tackle? A D tackle? Who goes here? Who goes here? I think Roger's coming out. Pick is in for the Rams. Who do they take? Jared Verse. Jared Verse headed to the Rams. Okay. I like Jared Verse. Very good player. The Steelers are going to be an interesting one. Because they've got Wilson and Fields, so they're not going to go quarterback. They could take the first corner. They could take Cooper. They could take Arnold. They could take Mitchell. So that's always a possibility. Or they could go offensive line. I mean, Fautanu, or not Fautanu. Yeah, Fautanu is still available. So who knows what's going to happen with the Steeler pick. A lot of different ways they could go. Love it if they absolutely take Cooper. I mean, it's possible. The Steelers pair him alongside Joey Porter. I feel like that'd be a good backfield right there, or a good secondary. But we'll see. We will see. The fact that the Florida quarterback is that former Ohio State quarterback. I forget his name. The fact that he got bumped, knocked down by this offensive lineman is crazy. Oh man, I wouldn't want to be a tackle trying to block Jared Verse. That didn't look like it hurt. Oh man, I do not know where the Steelers go. Oh, pick is in for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who are they going to take? Panthers fans. Too many commercials. Too many commercials. What you need? Oh man, the Eagles just re-signed AJ Brown to a 3-year extension. I was hoping he'd get traded to the Patriots. All right, we're finally back on the board here with the Steelers. Russell Wilson's numbers would look a lot worse if he didn't have a way better season this past year than he did the first year. He was god awful. Patriots lead needs to trade second for a decent wide receiver. They've got pick 34, so I mean that's a valuable pick. It could get them receiver if they want to. Or a tackle. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that either. All right, here we go. Steelers walking out. Who's with Roger Goodell? I can't see. Somebody in a... Oh, it's Cam. I love Cam. All right, Cam. Announce that pick, baby. Nice speech, Cam. Nice speech. All right, who's Steelers taking? They took Fatanu. Okay. Makes sense. Got to get somebody to block for Fields and Wilson, so makes sense. Probably best player available at this point. Oh, man, the Eagles are going to end up with such a good corner. I hate that. They're going to end up with a really good corner. Whether it's Cooper, whether it's Terrion Arnold, whether it's Quinyon Mitchell, they're going to end up with such a good corner. All right, Moose Man, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you saying I'm one of your favorite YouTubers. I appreciate you stopping by. That means a lot to me. Have a good night, man. Pick is in for Miami. Who do the Dolphins take? They probably got to take best player available. They got to take best player available, I would think. Oh. All right, who's Miami gonna take? Who is Miami gonna take? Chop Robinson! I love Chop Robinson. I like that pick. I like that pick. I love Chop Robinson. One of my favorite players. Chop Robinson. The Eagles are going to get such a good corner. Oh my God. He weighed 14 pounds at birth? Jeez, Chop. It's got to be a corner. Pick is in for the Eagles. Yeah, you're getting crazy value with these corners. This late in the first round, I can't believe it. All right, here comes Raj. Eagles got to take a corner. Which one's it going to be? I'm going to predict it is going to be Quinyon Mitchell. Cool. Yep. Quinyon had to go. I knew it. I knew it. He's just the best corner on the board. I can't believe the Eagles get Quinyon Mitchell. That's crazy. That feels just disgusting and illegal that the Eagles get such a good corner this late in the first round. He should not have been here. He should have already been taken by somebody. Oh my god, that's amazing. The recovery speed he's got. Pick is in for Jacksonville. I can't believe the Eagles get such a good player. That's so crazy. They probably take a corner, Jacksonville. Jacksonville probably takes a corner. I mean, there's probably going to be a run on corners. Dallas probably takes a corner. All right, here comes Raj. Who did the Jacksonville Jaguars take? They traded this pick with the Vikings. They fell down in the draft. Vikings traded up to get McCarthy. Or not McCarthy. Dallas Turner. Brian Thomas Jr. I would like to see him fall to the second round for the Patriots to take, but hey, Jacksonville got a good one there. 4.33 is pretty impressive. Jerry Jones doesn't know what he's doing. Dallas taking a lot of time. They're about to be under a minute here. A couple seconds. Do they go offensive line? Do they go corner? Do they go defensive line? Who do they go with here? Oh, pick is in for Dallas. The pick is in for the Dallas Cowboys. Who do they go with here? Oh my God. A trade. The Detroit Lions. Oh my God. The Detroit Lions have traded. Oh my God. The Detroit Lions have traded into the back into the draft. This changes a lot of stuff. Did they take Cooper DeJean? The GOAT? All right, here comes Raj. What do we got here? Seems like Raj may have had a few cocktails before talking here. Who are they going to take? Corner? Terrion Arnold. That's a huge pick. Huge pick. He's a stud. Huge pick. Absolute stud, Terrion Arnold. All right. I am going to have to go. I wish I could finish up the last few picks of the first round, but I am going to have to leave. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the first round of the draft. It's been super fun. A lot of crazy stuff happened with mainly Michael Penix getting taken by the Falcons, but a lot of crazy stuff happened. It's been super fun. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.